Let's do it. Yes, sir. Yeah.
It's time for some hoops at FedEx Forum, home of the Grizzlies, and we're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. This is 2K Sports bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, calling the action with my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. You look at Texas. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
The way this team has been playing, Kevin, I would expect them to continue the win streak against this team because, quite honestly, they enjoy a lot of matchup advantages in this one.
But they can't get too caught up in that kind of thinking. I mean, I think it's okay for us to talk about it, but they need to take this opponent very seriously and get down to business.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Money, he's in at the point. Paul George is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Knox in at the center position. Harkless kicks to Payton. Screen by O'Neal. To the inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy two.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
And Kevin, they would have had to be sensational defensively to compensate for their lack of offense in that game.
Yeah, you know what, Steve? I don't think they're built to play those kind of low-scoring, grinded-out games. They weren't that time, at least.
Now here's Payton after the miss from Money. Payton kicks to Harkless. Back to Payton. Memphis moving that ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Knocked loose. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Rodic blows the dunk. On defense, New Orleans coming off that win against Minnesota.
And you just had to admire the versatility they showed offensively that day.
Yeah, their scoring came from all over the place. If one approach didn't work for them, they found another that did.
Now here's Payton. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Clock is at 3. O'Neal. Rebound by Money. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. That's good. 5 points in the game.
Assistant, Paul George.
Payton with the ball. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. He dishes it to Harkless. They double him with George. Harkless kicks to Payton.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Grizzlies shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls, and the Pelicans making a change here. Muscala's checked in. O'Neal hits them both. Here's Money. Last time, 45 points for him. From beyond the arc, and he gets it to go. Money's got himself on the board with 3 there. Now the Grizzlies with it, trailing by 4. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I briefly spoke with Dave Yeager. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage of both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thank you, Doris. So it's the Grizzlies now. Paul George missing from long range. Payton kicks to Harkless. A baseline J. 6 on the shot clock. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. to Money. To the wing right side. Outside, George. A 3-ball. That drops. George has got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Payton drives in. Banked in off the glass.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Off the pick. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Send a message.
Yes, sir. A message and put it on the highlight reel for later. That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. And they were right in his face.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Davis with the block.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Over to the left wing. Rodic. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Boy, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
Now here's Payton. He's guarded closely. And here is Harkless. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Can't hit from in close.
I'll tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
The Grizzlies have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul.
14 foul.
Monroe sets a screen for Harkless.
You know, they haven't done a good job of getting to their spots inside, Kevin.
Can't hit from in close.
Well played right there, and you can feel the momentum changing.
I think this lead will continue to move upward unless something unforeseen happens.
Here's Payton. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Screen by O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. Back to Payton. On the mark with the 15-footer. Payton's got his second basket of the game. Pelicans leading by 6. Here's Money. He has 5. Pass to Muscala. At the elbow, it's George. Shot clock at 6. Rodic. O'Neal with the rebound.
Now, normally that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
And George with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Whiteside's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Work the pick and roll, for Pete's sake. If they're big shows at the shooter, I want our bigs to roll to the hoop and make them pay at the rim. Now let's go.
Now we get a chance to check out Paul George. Lately, he's been untouchable. He's been in the zone. You see how his performance is matched. Points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Yeah, how valuable a player he is for them, Steve. Scores are always valuable. He gives them such a reliable option every time they have the ball.
Now here's Payton, and he gets the bucket. Pelicans leading by 3. Davis sets a screen. Money passes to Muscala. Outside for George. Right side, George. To the right side. Rodic. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Now here's Payton. 7 points in the game. It's stolen by Davis. And now the Pelicans on the break. And it's George finishing it off.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the score by New Orleans. Payton drives in. Some solid defense from Money. New Orleans gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last tunnel, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
To stop the run, blocked.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
I love the aggressiveness with their approach, pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
They are owning this game early. They are constantly finding lanes to the basket.
Okay, fellas, you all know who we're going to be running the offense through. Set screens away from the ball to free him up. We got to make sure he gets open looks. Got it? Good.
So both teams making some changes here. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Over that last break, I listened to the Pelicans head coach address his team. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Money. Coach wants him to go from one of the key guys to the key guy. And from the way he responded in the huddle, I think he's up to the challenge. He then went on to tell them he wants to use their fast break offense to its full effect, saying, we can run these guys into the ground. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Curry, following the miss by Michael Conley. And Davis gets it to go.
They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
Conley dishes to Whiteside. So it's the Pelicans now. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Here's Muscala. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Look at that lead up and down the court. They have been in complete control all night.
And it's kept this building as quiet as a library. These fans have had nothing to cheer for.
Here is Whiteside. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And here's the fast break. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Now here is Conley. Right wing. Whiteside gets to Conley. The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity here. And it's George finishing it off.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
The Grizzlies trail by 20. Conley left side. Kicks it to Larkin. Adams outside. Just 4 to shoot. Conley into the lane. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Here's Money. 7 points in the game. From deep three-point range, shot is off.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up.
Whiteside takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You know, who says the big guy doesn't like to attack the basket? I mean, could have fooled me on that one.
Yeah, nice change of pace for him to power one home.
Yeah, it's not usually his role, but he takes advantage of the situation there.
No good from Money.
Well-contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Now Conley after the missed three from Money. Conley, the pass to Larkin. There's the pick. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Larkin's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here's Money. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
This defense has been way too soft early on. They've got to start playing with some energy.
You know, Steve, do something, anything to throw their shooters out of rhythm is what's got to happen here.
Here is Whiteside. Five on the clock. The feed to Larkin. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
And so it's New Orleans with it. They lead by 14. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Now, the last meeting was a successful one. They were very sharp defensively, causing a lot of turnovers, and that swayed the game in their favor.
And he gets it to go. Muscala's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Pelicans lead by 16. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
Playoff spots hang in the balance. The Chicago Bulls take on New Orleans Pelicans this Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. Well, Steve, Clark, Pelicans pretty much in control here.
And the key is you look at the steal totals for this team. They have really put good pressure on the offense.
Changing it up here. Pelicans leading by 10. They've got Whiteside. Payton is out there with Conley. Then there's Monroe. And it's Harkless in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Davis. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Davis has got 4 this quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break. Transition. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Here's Payton. And again, Memphis no good.
Boy, he has been struggling mightily in this quarter, guys.
True. He really seems to have tightened up a bit for whatever reason. He looks tight.
He is capable, Clark, of some incredible athleticism.
And we just got a chance to see it on full display right there.
Well, you got to love a point guard who can finish like a power forward.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
That's good from Payton.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
And both free throws good for Payton. Pelicans leading by 14. Here's Money. 11 points in the game. That is good. Money's got 4 points this quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Monroe with a screen on George. Harkless kicks to Monroe. Here's Payton. Shot clock at 6. That doesn't go either for Payton. New Orleans got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. No good for Money.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Conley dishes to Harkless. Back to Conley. Memphis moving it around. Here's Whiteside. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Conley kicks to Harkless. Back to Conley. Pass to Harkless. To the wing on the left. Payton drives in. Right side, Conley. Nice shot from the wing.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Pelicans leading by 12. Left side, Davis. The shot from the low post is good. Davis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Conley into the lane. And another basket for Memphis. Here's Money. He's got 13. .151 left to play here in the second quarter. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Timberwolves put on quite a show. He finished with 45 points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that Clark was something special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
And let's just say he was really good.
The Grizzlies have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Well, the season numbers for this club really low, and this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major...
How about that, basketball fans? Wow.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
All alone, and he dunks it down.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Payton outside. And it's Monroe, top of the key. Back to Payton. In low to Monroe. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Adams checked in. 24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Monroe the pass to Conley. Adams against Curry. Monroe with a screen on Curry. Adams' shot is off.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Here's Money. The shot's good on the assist by George.
for 3.
George has got assist number 5 here tonight.
They're playing well, guys. They're really starting to pull away.
Yep, here at the midway point, that's exactly what's happening.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Pelicans ahead, up 19. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I just try to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I just can't try to go at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm just trying to keep the ball moving.
Good luck with that, young man. Kevin, a young talent looking to do whatever it takes to make it in the NBA.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
Okay, guys, tremendous work in the first half. These fans haven't had a thing to cheer about. Let's talk about how to keep it going. To this point, we've really helped ourselves out by keeping those hands up and active at all times. Some great steals. And we don't want to let that energy fade in the third. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp, and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. Also, we can sacrifice some manpower on the defensive glass in this half in order to have opportunities to get the break started with bodies already headed up the court. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters. There's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Wow, the threes have just been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Could not have been a more productive day for him from long range.
So for New Orleans right now, Money, he's in at point guard. Davis is out there with Paul George. And it's Knox in at the center, locking down the middle.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
The Pelicans have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Well, pretty good numbers this season at the line for this club. Right around 78% as a team.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season. And rightfully so.
And the second free throw, good. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Screen by Monroe. The dish to Harkless. Here's Mark. The offensive rebound. O'Neal kicks to Harkless. Back to O'Neal. Goes back up. It's rebounded by New Orleans. George has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Money, and stolen by Payton. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. It's blocked.
4 straight misses. They've got to find a way to get back on track.
Oh,
ridiculous.
What a move. Tore it down that time.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
And he converts the layup. Payton's got 13.
Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
Here's Money, covered by Payton. Stolen by O'Neal. George against Payton. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rodic. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one misses. Grizzlies have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Harkless with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Money, covered by Payton. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 13.
That's 4 straight from the field, guys. Off to a quick start this third quarter.
Payton outside. Feeds it to Monroe. Back to Payton. It's stolen by Davis. And George with the stuff.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity here. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Boy, what a nice third quarter surge they've got going on right now.
You know, Steve, never a better time than the third quarter in my mind to get the momentum going your way.
Payton drives in to halt the run. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Payton kicks to Harkless. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Five to shoot. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. New Orleans has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Larkin, he's checked in for Payton. Muscala, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Money. Great touch on the 16-footer. Money's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Yeah, they've been pulling up and watching them go down.
And Monroe kicks to Larkin. Puts it up. It's good from in time. Monroe's got 6.
And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
Here's Money. He has 30. Dishes to Davis. Rodich. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Money. No good on the 3. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now Harkless, averaging 14 points a game. Larkin dishes to Harkless. Here's Larkin. Knocks down the 10-footer. Larkin's got 8 points.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Money passes to George. Here's Money, defended by Harkless. Good! 32 points for Money.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Here's Larkin. He's got 8, and that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him. Wade, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Pelicans making a change here. O'Neal against Davis. From 13, the shot by Harkless, no good.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pelicans.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game.
Too many turnovers.
As a result.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Money. He hits both from the stripe. The Grizzlies shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. To the wing on the left. Screen by O'Neal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
On the wing, Gordon. Back to Teague. Davis down low. O'Neal's there. And Memphis called for the foul. And Memphis making a change here. Adams checked in. Memphis on defense. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Curry kicks to Teague. Curry dishes to Teague. Back to Curry. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Nixon, the pass to Muscala. The shot is off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. New Orleans making a switch here. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear New Orleans head coach going over their plan during that last break. He told them to be looking to attack in the open floor. He doesn't want them getting slowed down in half-court sets. He wants the fast break to be a major weapon. He was also adamant that they can take advantage of this defense with the use of solid ball screens and the pick-and-roll game. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Great open look there. Harkless has got 5 points now in the quarter.
As soon as the double team came, he immediately looked to find the open man.
They set the pick. Here's Money. No luck. Good work defensively by Conley. The pass to Adams. And now the Pelicans on the break. On up the court. Pass to Money. Shoots a three. O'Neal with the rebound. And for Memphis, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Conley's shot is off. Pelicans shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Finished off the break. Curry's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
They set the screen. Conley kicks to Adams. Back to Conley. From the arc. Another miss by Conley. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Here's O'Neal. It's rebounded by Money. Money's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Muscala. Here's Money. Monroe on the double team. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Curry. From past the arc. They get it again. Now the pass to Money. Here's Knox. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And I know some people are still opposed to using replay in situations where the call doesn't have a direct effect on the outcome of the game. But I think it has to be used if there's a questionable call, no matter what it is.
Now, I understand the argument against it. It does interrupt the flow of the game a little bit, but it's hard to stand by and simply let an incorrect call stand.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. New Orleans on top, running away with it. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
Friday, March 4th, the Brooklyn Nets go up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Live from New Orleans. Make sure to catch it.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This was such a pretty pass, Kevin. A beautiful assist, and of course it turned into the easy basket, but just a gorgeous play there.
We've got Allen Crabb. Whiteside is out there with Conley. And it's Owens in at the two-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Stripped it away. And here's the break. Goes up. Throws down off the coast-to-coast try.
Boy, how's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, he didn't waste any time getting down the court, did he?
Lets it go from 11. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 34 points for Money.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been flashing everything today.
And that's a foul called on Money. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Payton, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Payton passes to Boone. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 7th assist in the game.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does too.
Here's Money, covered by Payton. Outside Gordon. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Money battles through traffic and lays it in. Money's got 15 points here in the second half.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Payton kicks to Whiteside. Back to Payton. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Second team foul.
Wade, he's checked in for Memphis. New Orleans dictating the flow. Here's Money. Here's Nixon. Off target at the rim. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Crabb kicks to Payton. Owens passes to Wade. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Down low. Pass to Muscala. Here's Money. Wade is covering. And that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from Money. Money's got 39.
Boy, he's putting up big numbers in that three-point column, guys.
Crabb dishes to Wade. Payton drives in. Can't hit.
Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
Right side, Gordon. Here's Muscala. Fades and shoots. And that one's good. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Owens. No good from outside. Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary, partner.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
Good.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
Knocked away.
Oh, hammer time.
Wow.
Hammer time. He threw down that 360 like it was no problem at all. That's insane skill.
The guys on the bench are just falling all over themselves.
Yeah, they loved it.
One of the plays of the year, possibly.
That one's off. Still out of sync.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket, giving up a huge run here. What a stellar outing in this one for Money.
43 points and 10 steals.
I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
Yeah, just on the strength of his defense alone, he would have stood out, but his offense has been outstanding as well. Yeah, they seem to be looking for chances inside a little bit more this half.
And I love that mentality. You talked about it earlier, being the aggressor. It's the right way to play with the lead. Keep attacking.
Teague is checked in for the Pelicans. Back to Payton. And they double up Payton. Whiteside kicks to Crabbe. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Here's Money. And it's blocked. And they get it back. There's Gordon with the three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Payton drives in. Tries again. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Muscala's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Money. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Money's got 48.
Wow. Wow. What a great performance from him. He's hit 3 in each half.
To the left side wing. Here's Owens. Hits the three-point bomb.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches. That's how you answer.
Here's Money. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Boy, look at the big ups, Clark.
Major bounce there. I mean, he can fly, folks. Really fly.
And we're seeing more and more of that, it seems, guys, out of the point guard spot in the NBA these days.
And that's a foul called on Money. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
Whiteside with it. Wade outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Crabbe. Here's Whiteside. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Take a look at what Hassan Whiteside's done. 11 rebounds and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And it was a good one, too. Really one of the highlights, I thought, of the game defensively.
The shot's good for Money.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Owens. Teague covering. Down low. It's rebounded by Teague. Teague's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Money. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Money's got 55.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Whiteside can't get it to go. And New Orleans will come the other way. Here's Money. Outside Gordon. The 3. Can't get it to go. Grizzlies have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the 4th. That's about 43%. Wade with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Crabbe. The 3-pointer, no good. New Orleans gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And again, the basket from Money. Money's got 57 points.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Got a piece of it. Inside, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
They set the pick. Here's Payton. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Teague, a screen on Payton. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. The Pelicans making a switch here.
Huffman.
Grizzlies shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Owens passes to Whiteside to the left wing. Memphis moving that ball around. There's the feed to Crabb. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Muscala's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Teague, the pass to Nixon. 4 on the clock. And he gets it to go.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Memphis has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Wade, a screen on Teague. Owens passes to Payton to the right side. Right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Owens. The Grizzlies with another miss. New Orleans dictating the flow. Down low. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a 3-point play. They get Hassan Whiteside.
See the way he times his passes so well? That was a great assist.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Conley's checked in. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Gordon's checked in for Teague. The Grizzlies shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Knocks it loose. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Money passes to Nixon. Puts up the baby hook. And he gets the bucket.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Yeah, they're getting outclassed in the paint at both ends, really.
Conley with the 3. No luck. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. From deep. And that will fall. The 3-pointer on the line for Money. Money's got 60.
I'll tell you what, they are dialed in from 3-point land here in the fourth quarter.
You called that one right. Causing some serious harm from long range.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they stop coughing the ball up.
Yeah, it's been a forgettable quarter for them. Terrible ball handling.
New Orleans has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style. A beat down the entire way.
And here's Conley outside. That's good.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Here's Money, covered by Conley. Money passes to Gordon. That's good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for New Orleans.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember. And
dialed in from long range. I like it.
Will be win number 60. And, guys, they have played so well this season. I think pretty much any given night they've come in with that swagger and attitude, and they've really backed it up.
Today has just been another example of how much they've owned these guys this year.
Well, they've had a perfect mark in 4 games against them. Impressive on one side and embarrassing on the other side of it.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Money. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double for his efforts.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
Gordon, the pass to Nixon. Back to Gordon. From deep. Again, the miss by Gordon. And for Memphis, they're shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. Here's Conley. Here's Wade. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a really nice job of extending their lead, Kevin.
There's the screen. Outside Teague. Clock at 6. The shot misses. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there.
Teague against Conley. Passes to Owens. Back to Conley. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good with the wing jumper. And here comes Teague. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, with a game like tonight, you were all over the place. A triple-double in the box score. Would you consider this one of your better games of the season thus far?
For real, the triple-double? Yeah, I didn't even know that. I guess I would have to say it's one of the better ones I played then. Really, I'm just happy how the team competed and that we got the win. Personal stats are secondary to that, always.
Congratulations, Kevin. You're going to deliver it. Take some chops.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Well, that'll do it for us. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, Kevin Harlan saying so long. And as we end the game, we bring you our Jordan Player of the Game.